Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 78th episode of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. Oh man, Friday nights. All right, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those nights tonight.
Brown cow.
Yeah. Unique. God damn it. Unique New York. I'm all over the place.
Wait, can we start over?
No, I'm not starting over. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew. How now, Brown Cow? Unique New York.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. It was from Anchorman.
Oh man. Ow, that was rough for me. Hey everybody. Some awesome news coming up is that I think we are 2 listens away from 3,000 on our podcast. So thank you for listening to our podcast.
Thank you.
We have our full episodes on there, as well as our out of combat episodes are on the podcast too. If you haven't explored those as well, if you want to listen instead of watch, but those are also on YouTube as well for out of combat. Another thing, I'll say this. Moobs and I were talking on some ideas of potential other podcast opportunities that we could do. So keep your eyes and ears peeled on our socials and I guess right here to learn more about that.
Then we're starting a cooking show with Bunny Dreadful for D&D recipes. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool though.
Oh shit.
There is a D&D cookbook, I'm pretty sure.
I have Valkan's sweet cherry cheesecake right here.
Oh hell yeah.
Let's go.
VS's eyes are like, what?
Valkan hasn't gotten any.
Yeah. What the hell? Also,
if we were all local so you guys can help me cook, then we would do it for sure.
I would also like to talk about for the first time that as this campaign is, I was going to say winding down, but it also could come to a screeching halt depending on what happens. as the train wreck of the end of the campaign is coming. With that being said, in between campaign 1 and campaign 2, we're going to have a series of one-shots on the channel. It will be a series of 4, I believe, all with a different dungeon master. We have some guests, but the first one-shot will be DM'd by our very own Moobs Like Jagger. Finally getting to, what do we call it? Ron's Dreamy One-Shot. Is the official title. And that's going to be February 17th. So mark that on your calendar.
I'm marking it down right now.
Dreamy.
February 17th.
Dreamy?
And
Dreamy.
after that,
Dreamy.
Like dreamy.
Could be steamy.
So yeah, it could be steamy. I don't know.
Yeah, hot Ron
So-
summer, let's go.
Oh, I love that.
That's really funny. You guys should say that because there's another one shot that is going to be similar but different.
Is it
Tell
called
him the title. Tell him the title.
Oh, so with that being said, not all of them are necessarily titled, but I will say that we have the first being Ron's Dreamy One Shot on the 17th, the 24th. This one is a TBD with some details emerging soon. March 3rd will be another one, which I do have the title of this one. Let me find it. I wasn't prepared. Let me find it.
Pressure.
Everybody stall for me while I find it.
The way you make Valkan's cheesecake is first you need to get a whole bunch of cream cheese and then sugar. And if you think you have enough sugar, you don't have enough sugar. When considering if you have enough sugar, ask what would Valkan do?
The one shot on March the 3rd is titled The City of... There's actually, March the 10th is The City of Terror. March 10th
Do I have to play that one? Oh God.
Yeah, that's the one you're in. It's called City of Terror. It's on March 10th. So
terrorized.
I got a little backwards, but that's okay because I'm going to flip it back and then go in again. So February 17th is Ron's Dreamy One Shot. February 24th is one that's a mystery currently for you all. March the 3rd is one that I'll be running that is entitled Hot Gnome Summer. And
I can't wait.
March 10th is going to be the City of Terror. So
Why do I
keep your
have to play
eyes
in the
peeled.
terror one?
Because you just love it so much.
Oh man. All right.
You just love it so much. So those are the titles of the one shots. We got 4 of them. And then after that, currently we are slated for campaign 2 to start on March 31st. So we have some actual dates out there. Very excited to talk about it. Very excited to share all these little stories with you all. So it's gonna be a good time, and I'm excited. The end. And I had something else I was going to talk about, but I already forgot it. Oh no, I didn't. If you are not doing this yet, also check out our YouTube. We're live streaming there right now as well. Even if you are watching here on Twitch, you can also open up a tab for us and help us out over there. We have just passed a nice little milestone on YouTube on our journey towards monetization. So thank you all who are watching and our content over there, including our wonderful shorts that are curated by our very Moobs Like Jagger.
It's me. Hi.
He does a great job.
Yeah, he does. Amazing. They're really. I forgot how much stupid stuff we say until I watch those.
It's unbelievable.
It's absolutely unbelievable. If you haven't watched them, it's worth it because you're like, oh, I've seen everything. No, it's the editing, and you will forget the silliness that has happened.
Yeah. Also, we do have a merch shop. If you want to check that out, it's at castersandcantrips.com/merch. You can go check out some of our things there, like this wonderful t-shirt that Moobs and I are both wearing because we decided we wanted to be Twinkies tonight.
Yeah.
Because we go to the gym together and now we dress the same.
We just want to show
are
off
you
our
guys turning
gains.
into the same person? Oh no.
We also shower together after the gym too. Didn't know that.
That's for our OnlyFans content.
Yeah.
Coming soon, right?
Hold on.
Oh no. We've got notebooks, we've got mugs, we've got shirts, we've got all sorts of really cool things in the merch shop, and we're always looking for ideas of new stuff to put in there. So if there's anything you want, talk about it in the Discord. Also, hey, have you joined the Discord yet? You should do that.
You're going to take over announcements for campaign 2.
Casters and Cantrips, or just go to castersandcantrips.com for all your caster and cantrip needs.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to change that, but that's okay.
We also have a wiki now that one of our fans made for us. And if you want to go and add stuff to it, please do, because wikis are a crap ton of information, apparently.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And Ron and Brandon's fanfics now.
Ooh.
Since they're BFFs.
Oh.
But
there's also,
anyway,
if you do join the Discord, there's been some fan art too from the show. So make sure to join the Discord so you can see that.
Well, without any further ado, I think we can jump in and get settled for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice and their allies immersed in a battle against the forces of Salon. Their nemesis, Baron Voss Creel, had just entered the battle with a retinue of his own forces. As the fierce melee continued, the protective barrier Bryn had put around Gin had subsided. Zavras used this opportune moment to attempt to fireball the entire battlefield in an attempt to break Gin's concentration on the ritual. This fireball even included his own forces. Luckily, Bryn countered the spell, keeping it from erupting. This course of action, of course, surprised the Baron, and he pleaded with the Archmage to not fire upon their own troops. Sweet Justice observed this tension and attempted to persuade the Baron to leave Salon's cause. However, Zavras took offense to this and caused great pain to the Baron by pouring some sand out of a small hourglass. With Gin no longer protected, Zavras assailed him with high-level spells, which ultimately broke his concentration on the ritual at hand. Gin then entered the battle after seeing almost all of his allies lying unconscious in the snow. After clearing some opponents on the field, Zavras saw the sensei was vulnerable. More attacks were launched against him until he fell in battle. The Archmage Zavras then took Gin's body and teleported him away, collecting what he needed for his future plans. After the battle, Sweet Justice made a tenuous alliance with Baron Voss Creel in an attempt to stop Archmage Zavras's plans. The Baron also informed the group to gather any allies and to stop Ramcrown and Vantus from fighting, as that was all part of the Archmage's plans. The Baron also told the group that he would wait for them at the base of the Spine Spires to lead them through the Crag Pass and ultimately into Salon and Kular Halas. The party then took to the skies on Zunde's back to reach their friend the Lich, Ophiar Zassim. When they arrived at his tower, the Lich's attendant burst out of the tower and informed Sweet Justice that something was terribly wrong. And that is where we'll begin our story this evening.
What is wrong with the Lich?
I'm not entirely sure. He's been in some sort of great pain for a few days now. Please come in. Come in. And he sort of leads you in as the Onyx Spire, the front entrance has been opened as he leads you through the long sort of open hallway. And you make your way down the sort of nondescript walls until you reach the teleportation circle. And as the servant arcanist to Ophiar Zassim steps in, begins to cast a spell. And similarly to last time, it appears that you don't move anywhere, but yet the world moves around you. And you are once again in the tower. And you can see Ophiar Zassim lying on one of his chairs, sort of doubling over in pain. And you can tell that he is very much in agony.
Ophiar, what is wrong?
And he's in sort of gritted teeth from the decaying flesh on his face. He says, you shouldn't be here. And he seems like he's struggling. He is using his entire force of will for something. I feel that something has changed. What has happened? You must tell me now.
Your friend has the wand.
And he looks and his eyes almost double in size. What? How could this be? How did this happen? And he tries to get up and he can't. And he falls back into the chair.
Well, we were fighting the Archmage and the Baron, and we found the location of the wand, and the Archmage was able to escape with it.
He looks to all of you. Then all is lost. We are all dead.
We know.
Or in my case, I will succumb to their whims and wills. See, when you have the wand of Orcus, you command undeath.
Well, look, we're not giving up. We convinced the Baron to work on our side. And he's going to get us into Salon.
What makes you think you can trust him?
Well, your other friend tried to kill him right in front of us. And he didn't seem to like that very much. Even tried to talk him out of it. He said, I didn't know this. Well, okay. He was monologuing, and he said that he was going to use the wand to become Master of Death, and this kind of seemed like surprise to Baron Voss Creel. He just thought they were going to go help out What's-Her-Face. He didn't know it was all about becoming the Lord of Undeath.
So he's a fool, then.
Yes, exactly.
If I were present, I would have choked the life out of his eyes.
Well, he is now the only reason how we can infiltrate Salon and stop the Archmage. He knows exactly where the Archmage is going to be.
It's our last chance.
And if you need Ron to put you down, Ron will do so.
And his eyes sort of dart at you. You could try. I have put some contingencies in place if I am to turn. For if the Blood Lord were to enter this pain, or in this plane, there would be nothing I could do to resist. However, if I am to turn, then you will all be notified and you will know what to do.
All right, sounds good. Anyways, we got to get to Salon, so we are basically just here to gather what resources we can. Is there anything you could do to help us?
To unite the lands.
Could we sleep here?
If you feel that you're safe,
I feel safe with you. Can I like go and give him a hug?
he puts his hand out and doesn't let you get near him, and he's like struggling for every word, doubled in pain. You'd come near me at great risk.
What
You
can
sick?
we do to help you?
There is nothing to be done to help me other than stop the Archmage.
Is there anything that you are able to assist us with in proving that Salon is the instigator of this war between Ventus and Ramcrown, so we can unify them and issue an all-out attack on Salon?
Yes, if we could get the other nations to team up and attack Salon, who is responsible for all of their woes, that would provide a pretty good distraction to the south and by sea, to where we could just slide in through northern Crag Pass and go find the wand.
I feel that you misjudge the situation. Perhaps you could have them stop fighting, but for them to muster their armies and send them into Salon could take weeks.
Well, surely someone as powerful as you would know a way.
Transport entire armies, no.
If the assemblage was to be involved, and maybe teleportation circles much closer to our target location?
As far as I know, there are teleportation circles in the Empire of Ventus. Perhaps some in Ramcrown, which would get you no closer.
Do you know of any in Hular Halas?
No. I fear that you will be the first to enter their inn that aren't direct allies of them.
Well, so be it, we go alone.
Well,
Why are you concerned with making the nations stop fighting?
Didn't the Baron tell us to do that? But I don't remember why. Oh, well, we kind of need people to stop dying, I think.
I see.
yeah, it's basically free army, no? Of raising the dead of fallen soldiers.
I see. Well, I have no direct evidence, and of course, I assume them seeing me appear before their courts would cause quite a panic, as these mortal beings seem to make quick judgments.
True.
What if? This is probably a bad idea, but hear me out. What if Vin pretends to be Emperor Oscar and is basically like, hey everybody, we should stop fighting. Look at me, I'm the Emperor. It could work.
That.
Yeah, it'd be a very, very, very successful plan.
Do you know anyone, any trusted associates that you could grant an audience? Or at least send word to them?
Okay.
Yes.
We are emissaries of the Golden Feather.
Time is of the essence. I cannot
can use
stress this
sending.
enough.
No, but then the Archmage will hear your words.
Yeah, but maybe we don't care about this so much, you know?
Perhaps you can send us to Valshyr's teleportation circle from here?
Ooh.
To be very...
Again. And he tries to stand and he can't.
Still think sending's okay. All I'm gonna be saying is, hey, the truth that he knows we're gonna tell them anyways. It's not like a surprise. He knows we're gonna tell everyone that it's all been his evil plan.
Yeah, but how do we prove that is the challenge? We have no proof.
Well, we just ask people to trust us. If it's people that I tell that are people who like us,
I can make them trust us.
not via sending, you can't.
That's not
No.
enough to convince the Emperor.
No, I'm not going to tell the Emperor.
That's who we need to speak to.
I'm gonna tell General Uthek. He likes us.
He would still require proof.
I feel like they know something's going on behind the scenes, no?
No, they're idiots.
Oh, what if Neroli could forge a bunch of paperwork for us? Like, oh, we found these secret plans.
We don't even know where she is.
I can use sending. I'd also kind of like to let her know that the Baron is sort of no longer working with Salon and maybe he won't be so mad at her after all anymore. I think she'd appreciate knowing this.
Whoever you think is high enough in power there to at least stay their advances. If you could convince them to just stop for a mere
just
amount of days,
sort of-
perhaps
yeah.
that's enough time, because I think in the weeks to come they won't matter anymore anyway.
So here
If
is
you
my
fail.
thought. Oh, well, if we fail, we all die and become a dead army, and it is pretty miserable existence for everyone, so you know.
Exactly.
Was there anything from the previous battle we could have taken to maybe have some kind of proof?
Well,
I have a thing. I don't know if it would help, though. I got an item from the previous battle.
not necessarily. You have an additional witness in Zunde.
Oh.
You also know that last time you were in the court, Emperor Oscar had asked his archmage to look into these Salon allegations. So you don't know if anything turned up there. You know that the Silent Hand overtly tried to kill one of your members, which you know that they're working with Salon. You also have the Ear of Gilris, who is a high member in Ramcrown, who sort of understands the threats that are occurring, that would also want to listen to you on the other side. So you have avenues to pursue.
And we can enact the sending chain, emergency sending chain. Have you heard of this? I learned at assembly. It is like if classes are canceled, snow day, emergency situation, one person calls, they use sending for designated second person, and then that person calls next person, and then they do sending to the next person, and so on. So all we have to do is we have to reach out to maybe like 5 or 6 people, and we tell each of them to reach out to like 5 or 6 other people, and then we're getting message out there all across all of the kingdom, empire.
We should go to Ramcrown first. They already believe the involvement of Salon.
This is true.
This will be easier to convince them to pull their forces back.
That's why we don't need to go there, because we could just use sending for them, right?
They have teleportation circle. We could use that teleportation circle as a teleportation hub.
Oh, that's true. Is a very good point.
It's up to you. So that does make sense if you want, but there's a teleportation circle here. So with that being said, as the Lich is doubling over in pain, whatever you think will work. If you need to go anywhere in the Empire where there is a circle, then he points to his assistant, Eurolopius will take care of this. And his hand sort of just falls in his lap, and
Whoa.
he just falls over in pain, almost like he's passed out from the amount of pain that's occurring to him.
Okay.
He's not in good shape.
We only need to convince one army. Because then they can send envoys for, ceasefire. Just for now. And Ramcrown is our best bet.
I agree.
And based on the information that the Lich had said, is that if you do need to go somewhere, that his assistant can get you into Vantis.
Oh, into Vantis, not into
Ramcrown.
Wow.
If you need to
Although
go
we
somewhere.
might as well go to Vantis if we have a free ride there and try. Because I still think I can sending to Ramcrown. We know a couple people. And Sunde's from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could send her that direction once she rests.
Wait. If we have, isn't there a spell to mask our existence? Or some kind of magic?
Oh, you mean for the sending?
Yes.
Yeah, there is. I don't know how to do it, though.
Oh.
There's magic items you can buy that do it as well. We could go and look for one. Usually it's like a trinket that you wear.
Iron shield, something. We don't have time to find magic items. Unless there's one here, assistant. Anything that can aid us in our battle to save the world and all of life as we know it?
And he sort of looks at Ulfiar, who is just kind of like eyes closed, head down. I shall see what the archives contain.
Thank you. Okay. Here's what we can do. If we can get said magic item or spell to protect our minds and thoughts and messages, that after Zunde is rest, you can go to Ramcrown, tell them the situation, and then we teleport to Vantis, tell the situation, and hopefully everything works out.
So he leaves, goes up the stairs in the chamber, and is gone for, I would say in this scenario, an uncomfortable amount of time. 30 plus
gone.
minutes. And you're in the chamber.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, while he's gone, I just want to point out that if I do sending, I don't want to be the one to give the message. So I think what we'll do is one of you dictate a message to me, and then I sending it at the same time. Because some of you have better charisma bonuses than I do. Will that work, DM?
Wait, I don't think I understand what you're doing.
I don't know if we need to do sending at all if we're going to send the message with Zunde, but I don't know if she has. We have to talk to her. We're going to Vantis, right?
Yeah.
Physically. But we also want to try to get the word to Ramcrown because we think they'll believe us better.
Yes.
Which either means Zunde goes or we use sending. Or both.
The servant comes back with something in his hands as you were sort of conversing there in this den. As Ophiar sort of just is lying in his chair, sort of motionless. And he comes and he holds out an amulet to you all. And you recognize something like this because the young Dragonborn was wearing something like this when you found her inside of the sphere. And it is it's what Corin was wearing, something similar, but it is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
That's what we need.
It has an inscription of a closed eye on it, but he only has one. I can offer this to you, but it is all that meets your criteria of things that you need.
Will it protect me from using the sending spell and having someone listen in?
Oops.
Oh.
All right, Bryn.
Does it require attunement?
Yes.
Sheet.
We should sleep.
Falcon, for this whole conversation time, he's just been kind of like leaned up against the entrance to the chamber, and he hasn't really been paying attention. He's just been replaying in his mind, seeing Gin be taken. So he's kind of, you're gonna have to probably fill him in on some details, but he's not having a good time.
So you were in the chamber. He hands you the amulet. Please do inform me if there's somewhere that you need to go. I'm not sure of what your plans are currently. If you need to go to Vantis, I can assist, as I was part of the assemblage for many years before being in Ophiar's service.
Thank you. We're still discussing.
Very well. And he just hands the amulet to somebody, whoever wants to take it, and he just
I'll
steps
take
back.
it. We can trade it later if need be, but I'm gonna attune to it when we sleep. Unless we can think of a better use for it. Are we gonna sleep here in a Lich's tower?
I think we should. He's our friend.
Um,
Who said he's about to kill us?
He's too weak to kill us. And he can hear you.
One believes we should put all our faith in Ramcrown, because if we teleport to Vantis, you know how long it take to travel all the way back to the Crag Pass.
Because we can't teleport to Ramcrown.
But if we sleep, we can.
Yeah, we have Zunde as long as she gets rest.
Okay.
We have me if we sleep.
Yes, we will sleep then, don't worry, but we still need to plan what our next move is.
Okay.
Falcon pipes up. Have you guys figured something out yet? Are we leaving?
But we can't leave now. At this moment. Ron votes, we go to Ramcrown. All in favor, raise your arms or say things.
I vote we go to Ventus and use. Okay, real quick. We don't know the leader of Ramcrown. Personally.
We don't need to, do we?
We have.
They don't have a leader. They have guilds. We don't know any guild leaders.
Yes, you do.
We do?
Yes, you know
We
the
met
Master
one.
of Ships, Gilris Valdor.
Oh yeah, he likes us. Okay.
The guy that you worked for.
The guy who knows
vote-
all the things.
I vote we go to Ventus and I use sending with the protective amulet to talk to Gilris.
If we go to Ventus, it will take us much longer to get to Crack Pass. Much longer.
Hold on, let me assess the map very quickly. One moment, please. Forgot how far it is. Oh, this is so stressful. Someone play some calming music or something.
This music is very calming.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Don't finish those notes. We'll get DMCA. No.
I like literally can't even find the map right now. Oh, there it is.
So Ramcrown's
So-
territory is south of Ceylon. So
Sure, let's all map
But
it
we
out.
can't travel north. We have to travel south from Crag Pass.
So in the grand scheme of the map here, let me get everything set up where it needs to go. We'll just
Deleted the map.
we'll map it out for everyone. So, you are here, which is the Onyx Spire, where Ophiar's Asim dwells. To go to Ventus to speak to someone in the Emperor's Court, you're looking at going to Falshir. Where Baron is meeting you is Crag Pass, which is all the way. He wants to meet you at the entrance to the mountains that lead through the Crag Pass, which is here, which is essentially the other side of the continent. Right now, you're in a sort of a midpoint. Falshir is literally the other side of the continent from where you need to go once you meet up with the
They're
Baron.
both far.
What do you mean by both?
Like, even if we go to Ramcrown, they're both taking us way the opposite direction.
Yep. You as players are going to have to weigh, is it worth it to go there in person to try and convince someone to have a better success of it potentially working to convince somebody, which you won't know. You have to assess your contacts. Or you can take the time to go there, which is going to take more time to get to the Baron, which means more time for the Archmage to do what he wants to do.
Unless we sleep.
No, that doesn't change anything.
Why not?
Because because we'd still have to travel back from either of those places all the way back north to Crag's Path.
We can
I
sleep
think Vin
again.
has a plan, though. Maybe we should hear what Vin has to say. You have something that can help us travel, Vin?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were just
sleep-
tired. What is your plan?
I am feeling much stronger as
Oh,
a sorcerer
okay.
and have learned a spell that allows us to teleport. However, I need to sleep in order
Gotcha.
to get it.
So what if, hear me out.
We sleep in the Lich's bed.
We sleep in the Lich's bed. We'll cuddle with the Lich. Then his assistant sends us to Falshir. Then Vin takes us to Ramcrown. Then Vin takes us to Crag Pass. Then we sleep. Meantime, I also use sending to talk to all our other allies around the world. We will montage that scene just to give everyone a heads up if there's anything in their power to help. And also, hey, prepare yourselves for a horrible death. Nice knowing you. And then we end up in north of Crag's Path, and then we travel south. And then we Valkian jumps on the back and murders the Archmage. Sound good?
To put it into perspective, the contact that you know in Ramcrown is not in Ramcrown. He is in Aramore.
Oh,
So that's where his new base of operations is. And that's
Have
where
we
you
been
met him
there?
to do deals. Aramore is one of the first villages that you went to.
how many times can you cast teleportation in one day?
Let me doubly check. Once for sure, but I can spend sorcery points to cast it again. Believe.
I think then the only question is, do we want to get a free teleportation to Valshir and try to talk to the Emperor Oscar before we head to Erebor? We just have to decide yes or no.
Who's our, like, are we trying to get as many yeses in a row first, or spend our time on the maybes where it might not be an easy yes? Does that make sense?
I think Gilris is the easy yes, right? Like you said, Ron. Oscar is the
Zero
baby.
Prove that correct.
But Brannis is our friend, and he is also part of Golden Feathers. He could vouch for us, and Uthek could vouch for us, and
Not so sure. Ron has pull with Uthek after the
what
tournament.
did you say to Uthek?
Well, Ron killed a paladin and brought him back to life to prove that the previous mayor is not guilty.
Right. You did the right thing.
Maybe not in the eyes of Antis.
Oh. So, okay, maybe we just use sending to get in touch with them, and if it doesn't work, then no big deal.
Okay. Like Ron
So
said,
we fly
we only
for
need to
it.
convince one side.
Do we? What if the other side keeps attacking? They take advantage of the standstill to press the luck.
And there's no point.
Well, if we got both sides to agree.
All we need is one side to agree. Then they can negotiate for ceasefire. That will stop fighting during treaty negotiation period.
Hmm.
Enough
Oh,
time
you're
for us
smart,
to do
Ron.
whatever we need to do.
Okay, so we go to Aramore first thing in the morning.
You're going to Aramore?
I think. I don't know. I'm really confused.
I mean, your options are you can send sending to people, see if it works, go to places, see if it works, which takes more time. It seems like what you all have laid out on the table so far. You can identify your allies. So far you've mentioned Gilris, who's in Aramore, who is a very close ally and will most likely believe you, since you know that he was working behind the scenes to stop some bad stuff from happening. You have mentioned Brannis, who is now a close friend of Ron, who has some standing as an adventurer and is the captain of the guard for at least one of the lords in Vantis. General Uthek, Ron has mentioned, which you've done work for, a little shaky, not a lot of not a whole lot of back and forth with him.
But we brought him the plans, Ramcon plans.
And then you mentioned the Emperor, who gave you the emissary of the Golden Feather title and holds you in some esteem. So those who you've identified as your allies.
Lord Cook owes us a favor.
Right.
Nearly is there somewhere. She could get into some shenanigans.
It's up to you all how much time you want to spend and what people are the most likely to stop the fighting for X amount of time. That's for you all to decide.
We should spend no time. I think we should go straight to Crag Pass, and I should just we should have a montage scene of me sending to everyone we know and using all my spell slots. In the off chance that anybody can do anything.
Up to you.
But I'm going to make everybody here take part in the sending. Because I'm not doing it all. But we can also just montage it. Like a TLDR.
Send messing to Gilris first. He's probably the highest chance of success.
Okay, wait. Do I have spell slots left today? If so, we should use one today. We'll do Gilris first. And we think the amulet will work.
As far as you know, it's
And I
what
can attune
the
to it
servant
on a
has told you.
short rest.
You can.
I will take a short rest. I will use my arcane recovery as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will use the rest of my spell slots to do some sending before the day's over. Just maybe that'll give us more information to help us make a decision. But I don't want to sit here and do 25 words for each of them, if that's okay, DM. Because that is exhausting me just thinking about it.
Sure, we'll see. Just give me the gist of what you want to say.
Okay.
We'll have to put some curbs around it since you can't, have a full conversation, but
I have 2 4th level spell slots, so I can only do 2. God, I'm dumb. I don't have sending right now. I can do it in the morning.
all right. What is the plan? What do you do?
Valken, did you have anything to add before we... You hadn't spoken very much.
You guys are smarter than me, so I'll just follow along whatever you decide.
Sounds true.
By the way, what did we decide?
Ron? It is your call, I think. Final call is yours.
We are resting, and then we're going to send a message to Gilris and move on from there.
And then see what happens.
Yes.
Okay.
The servant apprentice, Europeus, looks to you. I can get you some quarters here. I would not reside near Ophiar if I were you currently.
Agreed.
Come with me. And he steps into a circle and casts another spell. And you are brought into a different chamber that you haven't seen before. A large circular chamber. There are hallways intersecting. And there are a number of doorways in between the intersecting hallways. And there are several skeletal guards in this area, roaming around. And he calmly walks out of the circle and says, I can of course get you accommodations. Will you each require your own room?
2 rooms.
2 rooms.
Or 1 room.
Whatever works for you.
1 room it is then. And he opens one, and as the door sort of opens and he walks inside and just leads you all in. And at these doors, there's skeletal guards wearing armor, have various melee weapons. There are some that have ranged weapons that are sort of keeping guard of this place. And when you step inside, it's like a, judging by the area of where this door is between these hallways, you would think that it was like a very simple, like 1 chamber room. But once you step inside, there is a very large receiving area with food and drink.
Oh.
And inside of it, it's like a large suite. There's a giant bed inside of there. There are chase lounge, places to sit, dining accommodations, much larger than you thought it would be. You're more than welcome to rest here, and I will retrieve you in the morning.
Thank you. This food is not illusion, poison, rotten food? Because last time we were in the tower, the vampire had fake food.
It is perfectly safe.
Okay.
Very
I was
well.
gonna take a bite.
And he just closes the
Before
door.
You take a bite. I can use Dispel Magic if you want. Ron, does it taste okay? Oh my god.
He closes the door, and then you are all alone in this lavish suite.
Did Ron die from eating the food?
No, it's delicious.
Oh, so good.
They're like those grapes that taste like cotton candy that I really want to try in real life.
They're not good. Don't get them.
Okay.
They're
These are
fine.
great.
They're just
They're too
not worth the
sweet.
money.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
he'll
sweet
probably
then,
he'll
so.
probably love them.
Bryn, trust the Lich. He's our friend.
I just feel like when you say this word lich, you don't really know what it means. That is the feeling I'm
I feel
getting.
like you have met bad people, and not all liches are the same liches.
I feel like I have met mostly the same people you have met, and we have both met some pretty bad, untrustworthy people. That
Yeah,
is all I
and
am saying.
Has the Lich done anything to cause us to not trust him?
You know that usually they
Besides his
murder
title?
people to stay alive, right? You know all these undead here that are his servants? He might have murdered all of them.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like he's been very
Okay.
kind to us.
We're still alive.
Sure.
Food is good. We should
I will eat some food.
rest and hopefully everything goes according to plan.
I still think we should take turns keeping watch, just in case. Vin doesn't want to, that is fine. I will take a turn.
Yeah.
So you all can choose to rest. No rolling for watches necessary as you all gain a long rest. Yeah. And as the morning comes back around, you have spent one day. The morning comes back around and you hear a
Did
knock
he
at
just roll?
the door.
Did.
And opens and you see the apprentice there. I'm here to retrieve you or anything else you may need.
Thank you. We will call for you when we have decided.
Very well. And he just stands at the door. Just outside of it waiting.
Oh, how is Zunde doing? The dragon we've flown in on.
She is recovering.
Very good. Alright,
So what do you do?
I'm gonna use sending. I can use it 5 times. So
Okay.
first time is to Gilris.
Mhm.
But actually, I would like Ron to do the talking, and I'm just gonna repeat every word you say.
25.
Oh, jeez. That is not word. Don't say oh, jeez.
Okay,
Or
okay, I'm
anything-
waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay, when Ron says go, then go.
Okay,
But
but don't
don't-
say go.
Don't say go. Yes.
Got it. You say go. I don't say go. Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. Okay, Ron thinking. Okay, go. Gilris. Solon is reason for war. They have artifact to destroy all life. Must stop war with Vantis to save world.
I have 4 more words left.
Don't freak out.
Okay. I'll add a thanks. We have 1 word left because somebody thinks destroy is 2 words, apparently.
Okay, so some time goes by and you hear in your head, well, this is unexpected. I shall do what I can to keep the army from mobilizing from Aramor, which is their current base of operations. Good luck.
Okay, I repeat that to everyone. It sounds
Oh.
good. This is good. Yes. Whew, big sigh of relief.
Okay. Next, we should talk to Brandis to talk to Uthek, because maybe Uthek likes Brandis more, because Brandis is a very charismatic, likable guy for some people.
Yeah, okay. You'd think not to talk to King directly?
Never sending a king before.
Yeah, well, technically an emperor.
Maybe Uthek, since Uthek's already next to king.
Yeah. Who do you think should talk to Uthek? I mean, I have to do the talking anyways, but does anybody want to help?
Hold on. Ron needs parchment. Will.
Well, we can just say the same thing you said before, but we can change the words for, like, you know.
Yes, sir. Let's see. General Uthek. We have good. What is word? Good authority. That Salon is instigator of war. Please ceasefire with Ram Crown. Salon has powerful artifact to end many lives.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Sent.
I will have you make a persuasion roll, and you have it with advantage since Ron was helping you. Theory craft this message.
Seven minus 1.
6. You hear some information, or you hear, or some time goes by until you hear the voice of General Uthek. Who is this? Why are you speaking to me in my head? You would have us abandon our campaign? I demand you reveal yourself to me at once.
I think we made a mistake.
Ron forgot to introduce. Okay, you still have more sendings, yes?
Yep, I have a couple more.
Okay, forgive us, General.
You're just sending it back to the general? Okay.
Yeah.
It is Order of Iberis, Emissaries of Golden Feather.
Ooh. Should we
Okay.
say that Ramkran has already agreed to ceasefire?
No, because then
Okay, yeah.
and they say like we're like double crossers or something.
Okay. What if we just say, just give us a week?
Yes.
Like, just please trust us, give us 1 week, and we will prove to you that Salon is behind this.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Make a straight persuasion roll because it's at disadvantage now. But Ron's still helping you.
Ooh. 18 minus 1.
17.
Oh. Why did I take sending as a non-charismatic character?
Normally you don't need it to be charismatic. Some time goes by. I remember. The guild with the traitor.
You can't hear me, but the traitor that we helped uncover. Ugh.
I remember the trial. I will see what I can do, for it will take a week at least to prepare our march.
It is unclear to me if we made things better or made things worse, if I'm being quite honest.
The gist you
Maybe
got
we should
from
hurry.
that is you want a week? Fine. It's gonna take us at least a week to get ready before we march against them.
So he just said, I'm not doing anything, but you've got a week. Okay. Well.
Okay, that worked out.
You talked to Uthek like one time.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like if we Did we introduce ourselves as Sweet Justice during the trial at all?
They know who you are.
You know who we are.
Okay,
We're
Yeah.
famous.
so
I'm a
Oh.
zine.
Oh. Wait. Not sure if this is helpful or worse, but Bryn, if you speak with Archmage Avantis, who you were supposed to investigate anyways,
Oh, it's true.
might be an extra bonus.
He'll know about the Wand of Orcus too.
She.
Gee,
Probably,
it won't just be gibberish. Okay, I will do this one, mage to mage, nothing personal run, but I feel like I've got it covered.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry,
I found familiar.
there's a weird zombie attacking me right now. Okay. I'm gonna just tell the Archmage that the Archmage of Salon. What's his name again? Shit.
Her name.
No, the Archmage of Salon.
Oh, of Salon, Archmage Zavras.
Zavras. Where's my notebook? My sweet justice notebook. It is so handy.
On sale now. No.
Guys, I'm having some issues. I can't find anything.
What are you trying to get across?
The message is just that the hello, nice Archmage. Evil Archmage has the Wand of Orcus and is trying to become the Lord of Undeath. We are going to stop him, but we need to make sure that no more dead bodies are created in the next couple of weeks for his army, just in case.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Please and thank you. With disadvantage? Doesn't matter. I rolled a 1.
Okay. So you hear in your mind the voice of, let's see, Archmage. Her name is Fexia. And she says in your mind, think about what she would say, because you actually never spoke to her. You spoke about her in front of the Emperor. You have a very strange definition of allies, by the way. Not sure how you're getting this information. But if what you say is true, then you should present it in front of the court of the Emperor for all to hear. And then if you are, of course, lying or part of this salon, you'll be arrested.
Okay, that one definitely didn't work. I've got 1 spell slot. No, I've got 2 spell slots left if I take a short rest. Anyone else? I could just tell, I could tell,
To recap, Gilris was like, cool, I'll make it happen. Because they're based out of the town that I'm currently in charge of. Uthek says, fuck y'all, but it'll take me a week anyways before I start marching over there. So you have a week right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm just covering our
if you-
bases.
Yeah, if you want more time, then you can send in more people.
Oh, I was just gonna use the last one, and we don't have to. I was just gonna say to Risa, hey, we love you. We might die. Nice knowing you. Also, if you find any more information on the Wand of Orcus, feel free to hit me up with that information. It would be most appreciated.
All right. Some
Every time
Ron
we
says hi.
message you, it's always like, hey, we might be dead, so.
some time goes by. Oh, hey, Bryn. Wait, what? You're gonna die? Can I help? Where are you? The Wand of Orcus. Oh, that's really bad news. You can.
Well, maybe I'll check back with her in morning. We'll just see, follow up. Do you think when she does that, she continues talking, but just to herself?
Oh,
Do you think she goes on for an hour?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
jeez. Anyways, so about that teleportation spell. as I'm shoving food from the buffet table into my backpack for the journey.
Where
Okay.
do
And
we
I'm,
want to go?
I'm taking all the sweet ones and putting them in Valkian's backpack for him too. Just Bryn's going mom mode and loading up everyone's purses with snacks.
Well, if we go to Ephrion, that is close to Crag Pass.
Have we been there?
Yes.
Yes.
You have been to Ephrion.
It is where
They're also
Valkan's
powerful
elf
allies.
from another elf.
Oh yeah. Valkyrie probably does want to see his brother again.
Remember when you got drunk with the other elf and you said you were like brothers, but from another elf? Oh, he was really drunk.
Slightly. I was drunk.
Don't remember at all?
I mean, how much do you remember when you're drunk?
I don't get drunk.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is quite fortunate. You can't poison your body like that all the time, Valken.
I can't poison my body at all.
That is a good point. Touche.
And that is where we'll go.
Yeah, I think that's the closest we can get, right?
Yep. So with if you decide to go to Ephrion, that is maybe a day's travel where you need to meet the Baron. And it's a high likelihood of success since you do have an associated object from there, I would assume. You've been there within the last 6 months and you have some runes.
Yeah.
And
Bryn
I
has
think
runes.
we also gathered a vial. I think I got like a weird vial because I was like, I'm gonna grab this just in case.
That wasn't in Ephrion.Ephrion's the elven hidden city in the trees.
Right.
But essentially, it's Bryn's runes, which are sewn into her belt. Essentially, my wizard's spellbook is from Ephrion. So not only is it just like an item, it's like a very powerful, magical, important item.
Oh, well, then we'll
Especially to
get
Bryn.
there because you have an associated object.
Exactly. So you cannot fail.
It's
Which
not
is
going to
good.
break my runes, though, right? You're not going to they're not going to get destroyed if you use them for the spell.
Nope.
You promise?
Promise.
Pinky promise?
Yeah, I don't pinky promise anybody.
Shit, this better work out.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I trust you.
Shall we go? We're on a
Yes.
timetable, right?
Assistant, please tell Zunde everything that just happened here.
Very well.
Thank you. And you will not need to teleport us.
Is Zunde coming with us?
It's up to you all. You
Because
know that
she
you were
could fly
supposed to.
us from. If she can teleport with us, she could fly
From
us to
Ephrion to
Crag Pass.
Crag Pass?
Oh, yes.
You could, most certainly, and you can teleport up to 8 creatures. And I believe the Baron's plan, which you didn't really have a lot to discuss about it, but was to sneak you in through the Crag Pass. So having you forward one extra person shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah,
Plus, she
I
can
think-
shapeshift or whatever.
yeah. Let's bring
That is
her.
true. Okay.
If
never
she's
mind.
willing.
Please, we'll just go outside.
I will escort you.
Thank you.
And he leads you back to the circle and casts a spell, and you all are sort of reality shifted back to the circle at the end of the very long hallway. And where Zunde is with you in that area now, as she was in that area preparing to leave or figure out what was going on. So you all can make your way outside of the tower. And the apprentice looks and says, "Good luck to you all. We are all counting on you. If you should fail, then we're all doomed."
No pressure or anything.
Please
Right?
inform us if anything goes wrong with Ophia.
I believe arrangements will be made that you will be notified as soon as possible.
Best of luck.
You as well. And he goes back inside and the door disappears and it's just the onyx spire, which is just black, featureless stone that looks like a pyramid that was just stretched upward.
All right, Vin, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. You cast teleport. Are you intending to like go into the city of Ephrion? Or are you intending to just go there as sort of a skipping point so you can travel? What's your intention? Like, where do you want to go?
Where do we want to go?
Like, not in the city, otherwise they would freak out and probably shoot us with arrows.
Good point.
Hmm.
I don't
But
think
should we
they
tell
were-
them what's going on?
I'm sure they're aware of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but their city's like hidden specifically.
I guess like right outside the doors then, so we can like politely knock.
Yeah, so if you recall, you were the area that you've been in the city outside, no one can see in, and they had to cast some sort of weird ritual and spell to let you all in. So you can jump either there or you can jump just inside. It's wherever you want to go because you've been there.
I
So
would
wherever you wanna
say
go, you can
just
go.
inside, so that way we're already inside. We don't have to worry about it.
Perfect. Okay. So you cast teleports with your 3 allies and Zunde, and you all make your way to Ephrion. And as you, what does it look like when you're teleporting? People, this is the first time you've done it.
I would say there's like a swirl of like lightning and fire, and it's like sparkly and shimmery. And then I'm like looking down with my hands down, and then like we like zip up like a beam me up Scotty moment.
Yeah, you all just sort of get enveloped by this energy, and then as soon as you are taken in, you are dropped out of it, and you are at basically the entrance to Ephrion. And as you recall that most of the city are in these very large and ancient trees, and you see a host of elvish guards draw swords on you. You see bows drawn on you, and there's shouting in elvish at you, and then
What are they shouting?
they're essentially shouting like, "Who are you? What are you doing here? Intruders!" And they start yelling, and then
We're friends. We're friendly. Sidri's friends. Norvin. Burley. Hello,
Speak
guys.
Elvish.
We trust this here.
Yeah, you all-
know
yeah.
Elvish. I know Elvish. Yeah, I speak in Elvish too.
yeah, so several of you know elvish, and they and you see Tanya approach, who is the
Oh,
captain
Tanya.
of the sentries. What are you doing here? Such
Sorry
a
to
grand
pop in
entrance.
like this. Sorry, the time is of the utmost importance.
What is wrong?
We can't even stay. We have to continuously keep traveling. But the world is about to end as we know it.
Long story short, Salon is going to bring Orcus into the world, and the Archmage of Salon is going to become Orcus by killing him and resurrecting his dead girlfriend. We have to stop him.
He's hungry with power.
Very well. I will inform the high priestess then.
Fantastic. Do everything you can to make sure nobody else dies in the next week or so, because that's just extra ammunition for the bad guys. So, we're going to be on our way. Oh, do you have any like really good health potions by chance?
Of course,
I remember they had potion people here.
and she sort of snaps, potions, all as many as you can.
Oh.
And some time passes. and someone comes back with sort of a crate in their arms, maybe 20 minutes or so. I can't just as fast as I could. And she's like, all right. And she, it's a small crate that has about 4 or 5 in it. There is a healing potion. There is 2 greater healings. And there is a superior healing.
Okay.
2 normal, 2 greater, 1 superior.
I'd like a greater.
I'll
So
take. Wait, there's 2 greater. You said
2 normal, 2 greater, 1 superior.
Give Vin and Valkan the greater, but then give Ron the superior, so you could use it either on himself and then keep healing people. I think makes the most sense. Or he can use it on someone because he's least likely to be dead if like a fireball hit us all.
Someone else should take superior. Ron has plenty of healing magic.
I mean, if you don't want it, I'll
Okay.
take it. Or Vin.
Yeah, you
I'll
take it. You take it.
Either one.
Both
Vin,
of you have
take
more
it.
mobility than us, so either of you having it actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
Because you
Vin,
could get to someone.
take the superior.
okay.
I will inform the High Priestess and provide any aid if we can.
Thank you. If you have
Good
any
luck.
allies, talk to them all.
Very well.
But no, there's not really much you guys can do. So kind of go
Couldn't-
about your business. Don't
Store
worry
up their
too much.
defenses. Maybe put up a fence between like where your graveyard and your living people live. I don't know.
She kind of looks strangely at you all.
I don't
You guys
know.
are pretty well
Pass
protected. You're
on
hidden.
the
You
information.
should be. It's fine.
Right. I will still inform the High Priestess.
Yes, good idea.
Thank you.
And she says, open the gates, let them out. And
Oh, if you do know anything about the wand of Orcus or how to defeat Orcus, if the worst should happen, just feel free to send me a message with that information. That would be great. Thank you.
sort of nods to you like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about, what I'll tell somebody.
Tell I don't remember his name. Never mind.
Right.
He owns the winery.
Alatel? What should
yeah.
I tell Alatel? How is he involved?
Tell him his brother Valken was here, and that we should go drinking again.
Right. All right. I will do that after talking to the High Priestess. Any other messages I should send before I...
That is all. Thank you.
She looks like it's like a combination of annoyed, confused, and very stressed out because she's bamfed into the city and said, the world's gonna fucking end, but don't do anything about it, but tell some people about it. Oh, and tell my friend I said hi.
Yeah, that sounds about right for us.
Mm-hmm. All right. So she runs, like sprints up, and then you see her go to one of the trees, and then you're assuming she makes her way. So she's like just takes off.
Wow.
What do you do?
Maybe if we have good friends in high places at the assemblage, probably should tell them.
Yeah, I can tell them. I'll tell one of my teachers.
We fly? No.
Yeah.
Think I'll use ascending. I'm just saying the same message, so we can just roll for it if you want. But I'll contact one of my teachers at the assemblage.
The one that you would know is Welby,
Yeah, that guy. I knew it started with a W.
who is not high up in the assemblage.
I'm gonna tell him anyways. You never know.
Is that the old receptionist guy?
Yes.
Shh. No, he's not the one that
Aw.
taught me. I went to the class, remember? Well, I have one spell slot left. It's either him or I tell Brandis. Maybe he does what we couldn't do and he finds a way to get Mantis to listen.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Who wants to do this one? Vin. Brandis likes you.
It does like
Ooh, okay. What
I'm
do I
gonna
trying to tell him?
I'm gonna say, Message. The first words are message for Bren. Message from Vin. So you're -3 words.
And what's our goal? To tell him? Like, what are we trying to tell him?
Tell him the world is ending, and we need to get the armies to. We need Vantis and Ramcon to stop fighting at all costs.
Hmm.
And only he can do this.
I have 18 words.
22.
22 words.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Lazy shit. Help us stop the end of the world. Gather armies and stop fighting. Who's fighting again? Who's the baddies? Vantis is fighting somebody?
Vantis is fighting Ramcrown.
And who's the guy? Whose side is he on?
Who's what side? Sorry. I don't.
Who's Brandis' side?
Vantis.
Yeah, that's 24. I've 23, you said?
Uh-huh.
Me too.
Stop Ramcrown.
No.
I don't know. Stop Vantis? I don't know what the words are.
Stop Vantis from fighting.
I have 2 words. Don't I?
If 7.
Oh. Stop Vantis from fighting Ramcrown. I don't know if is Ramcrown one word.
There you go. That works.
Some time goes by. Oh shit! The world is ending. What? Oh my god! There's so much I wanted to do. I'll talk to the Lord about this. Oh god, we're fucked, aren't we?
Okay, good enough.
Well, that did something. Fingers crossed. Shall we go?
All right.
And let me do. Hold on. Where's my? Okay, so creating
What's your-
spell slots.
Is your plan to teleport again, or are you gonna travel
we
with
were
Zunde?
writing Zunde.
Oh, we can ride Noonday.
Because we can't teleport because we don't know where it is.
Oh, and I can't create spell slots higher than 5th.
So you could ride Zunde, and it would take you half a day instead of a full day because she's just gonna fly there.
Teleporting there would be bad because we might end up like somewhere bad.
Because we've never been there.
Yes.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
like inside the mountain, dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
Yeah. We should avoid that at all costs for
It'd
sure.
be like a high DC roll for like to get there safely.
What? All right, so you collect yourselves, and you leave Ephrion as Zunde turns into her draconic form once again, safely out of the peering eyes of people that she does not know. And you ride on Zunde to the base of the Spine Spires as you see lone Baron Voss Creel waiting on you all as sort of a little base camp set up there. And as you touch down, before you all discuss your next move, so we'll take a break. So don't go anywhere. We will be back here in just a few minutes. So grab some snacks, stretch your appendages, and we will BRB. So see you in a bit.